There's no education. There's no nothing. All the values, all the morals. It's nothing when it's between you and God. So I disagree with that because I'm involved in a youth and programs in the church itself where there are so many people that are just wanting to know who God is.
Well, it's what I was stating with the religion.
Yeah.
It was more so to the fact that what is our behavior? How are we coming off to our grandparents or our parents that they can be like they're lacking something from our culture, how we raise them. So I'm talking about behavior-wise, and do they say, because sometimes we can be annoyed in the household, annoyed by everything that we've been just kind of brought upon and say, I just don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a part of this church anymore. I want to, test the waters. I want to jump in and dive.
But that's not an option. I mean, it's just,
yeah.
and all of us, just as being Arabic people or Chaldean people,
yeah.
it's not an option to go and test and see what do you think is better on that.
But that's what I'm saying, that this topic is literally about, you're saying it's not an option, yet our generation, back then, you're right, it was an option. Right now, things are kind of adjusting.
Yes.
So, she's kind of obviously is not seeing something's lacking in our generation that are making people, the misconceptions are arising because of it.
Because we're just surrounded around so much. It's work, it's money, we have to pay this bill, we have to worry about this payment,
Okay.
we have to do, this is what our life is.
Okay.
Our parents, instead of thinking, or anybody,
Okay.
instead of thinking like, okay, it's important for us to tell our child, hey, you know what, Sunday is a day that you go to church.
Okay.
No, we have to think about who's going to work on Sunday
Yeah.
so that this payment is paid for. Because
Right.
the economy is bad, and life is hard. And if
Right.
you don't have money, you can't live. And we can't wear the clothes. And we live a life where it's lavish. We like nice cars. We like nice houses. We like to vacation. We like to eat good. And this is what we know.
No, we do like to eat.
This is-
we feast. We don't have dinners, we feast.
But that's what it is. And it's sad that it's to that point because 10 years ago or 15 years ago, two people could work in the household and everybody could survive. Now that if there's 6 people in a household, 6 people need to work for the whole household to survive.
Yeah.
Just to live day to day. And
No,
it's
you're
sad
right.
that it's
Everything
that
that you own has insurance. So you have the property and the insurance that goes with it. So what are your thoughts about that, Sahar?
Well, I see she was disagreeing with me. That's fine. I didn't discuss the religion itself. We discussed it when you said, Sarah, you said when we were little, where our parents taught us how to go to church, and then we growing up, we didn't go anywhere anymore. We don't anymore, which is true. That's what I was saying. When you're growing up, because you are just busy in the life, you don't go every Sunday. That's what I was saying, But she was right about we are busy, we have to go work, we have to do that, we have to produce, which is true,
Right.
Okay, what's
Go ahead.
I think the more freedom we have, the more it's actually becoming better. Because if you notice, our parents' generations, all the women, they were all stay-at-home moms.
Right.
I don't know not one lady that's in her 40s, 50s that's a doctor, a lawyer. But now that we actually have our freedom and we can do what we want, you actually
it's independence.
Yeah.
You have free will.
So in my the more
yeah.
freedom. Yeah. My topic is freedom. Sorry.
I had one more question to ask her, but you brought something up that, and I like that because you said our mothers were stay-at-home wives, pretty much, literally.
Exactly.
But how do you guys think that we can relate to our mothers if they didn't, in our age, they were set, they were married children, and I feel like we have we can't compare responsibilities of being a wife and a mother. That's huge. But do they have the pressures of our pressure? I have pressures. I'm young. I'm working to establish myself, and pretty soon I'm going to have bills of my own because, I'm growing up. I'm going in a different direction. Obviously, I'm not going to get married right off where I'm going to have that support. So we have pressures that our mothers don't, and I feel like that sometimes they don't understand. So where's that? How do you guys feel you guys can feel that your mom could understand you?
Okay, Sarah, let me tell you something, حبيبتي. Okay, first of all, بالأول لما كانت المother بدها تجي, every girl was dreaming about to be a housewife. Okay, بيجي الرجال بيتجوز المرأة. شو بتصير؟ المرأة home. You know why? Because to take care of the kids. These days, I know you have a pressure, Sarah, and you are working hard. And when you get married, you're going to take your kids to the daycare. You're going to put babysitter. You will not give your kids 100% of your care. Doesn't matter under any circumstances. What I see right now, everybody daycare or babysitter, daycare or babysitter, then school, all right? How do you think the kids gonna have a balance in their personality when you wake them early morning and night, and they don't have like right regime to go with, and they are not like organized, and everybody teaching them some here, some there, some, and when the mom come in the end of the day, okay, 5 o'clock, okay, you have to eat dinner, guys, and that's it. Did you do your homework? Okay, go sleep, hurry up, yeah, go ahead. ما عندي وقت, يلا بسرعة. Everything like this. Where they gonna get? Where they gonna get the balance in their personality? Which is right now all the kids have, doesn't matter. You go into the school, most of the kids have like disorder, whatever. They have like, why he's hyper, he have whatever here. I don't know the diseases, but they have different name and strange name to me.
Yeah.
We never had that problem before. Like our dad and mom, they used to distance us big time. When they said no mean no. When they said like they hit us, like they beaten us on our hands,
Oh, yes. They had that discipline. When they were young, their teacher used to hit them for if they were misbehaving. Their parents used to beat them. Thankfully, we only get it from our parents. But
yeah, we don't talk about like, bad way, but you have the discipline. Now,
no, I can't.
You can tell anything to the kids. Okay, Didi, Mom, I don't need that. Okay, fine, I don't need that. Then, when he's 10 years old, you can't even control your kids. This is the difference.
It's a big difference.
You can be very successful woman, but you will never have 100% job inside your home. You can be successful woman, but not really give your kids 100% successful like life. No, I didn't see it. There is some people there example, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all.
No, that's true. Either you have your career, or you have your
I'm telling you. Either successful outside or because to raise a kid, this is a job.
But is there something wrong with balancing? Like, that's what I want. That's what I want to improve.
My mom was she was a homemaker. She worked.
Yeah.
And it's just I think women in general, just all of us, we're just built that way to be able to do everything. They can run a house, they can cook, they can clean, they can work, and they do that. And a lot of the women, and I think that's where a lot of men, where they can't keep up with it now. It's the lack of, I think they can't deal with the independence. That's what it is. A lot of women are independent, and I know a lot of women in the household that are the husband and the wife.
It's true.
And even though the husband is present, but they're doing both of them because they're trying to take away the stress from the husband from having to do so much. So they're trying to do all of it.
Okay. Natalie, what are your thoughts about that?
About the whole...
About the idea of, nowadays, because we were talking about how can we relate to our mothers, if we are having different pressures than they are back then. They were just homemakers and the best. They had to be the best of being a wife and a mother. And now we have the pressures of having a career, being the wife, the mother, having it all. How do you feel about that?
I feel like when I get married, I'm going to take care of my kids, and I will balance it out, just like Angie said. But I don't know if she's right. I don't know if I'm going to give 100% to my kids if I have a career and, cleaning the house, being a wife. I don't know if I
Because
can.
we have to cook, too.
Yeah.
We have to cook for our culture. If you marry somebody in our culture, you have to cook for them.
I think they put too much pressure on the woman, though.
It is pressurable. It is. And that's what I was questioning. Like, I really, truly believe that our mothers, they're great. I just don't think that they have the pressures that we have, because I feel like now there's just more bills on our behalf where our mothers don't have to worry about that. They have our fathers, Shukran Khaira, thank you so much for joining us and being able to answer our questions and being a part of this. Shukran Khair.
You're welcome, Khalidi. Thank you so much for everybody, and I wish you the best. And it's really very good show and very good conversation.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies, for joining me and being here and tackling all these topics. Thank you, viewers at home, for tuning in with us. I've been your host for the day, Sarah Masood. Please join us again. Welcome to MEA Cafe.